in. But all they'll find is Tax Galil. Lovely exits. Nothing really wasted here for G2 Ares. The gunfight sounds a little bit messy, but I'm sure it's fine. So yeah, I also really just don't mind the eco decision. You just want to get the guns out. You know that this game, where G2 Ares are, just sort of in their grind in VRS, that it isn't going to be as easy in a nice possible way as X-Clan. There will be a number of moments in which G2 Ares will try and throw some confusion at you. Their firepower is also just a lot better. And I like this idea here. You got Tak that's pushed very aggressively in towards Con, and you almost feel like you want him to take the contact with the utility to then outpour into A.
Oh. So when you go from KDO, he's left quite wounded, and yeah, they're out into the bomb site. There is still a second leg through Con. KDO, in fact, just gets spammed out, and Mies is removed as well. So already, G2 Ares off to the races. Bomb to go down. 4 on 3. 3 remaining CTs. They have no utility. Save this one nade. No real space. And, well, Frontails does manage to find his way out of the corner. Can you actually go anywhere from here? It looks like they're interested. But Shine might just have Davushka completely caught off guard. Yeah, no idea that second lurk was in play. Norbert's begging for a fight, but nothing is being given over. This is going to be 3 in a row out the gate, and not really much for HOTU to say.
Yeah, this is 3 in a row, but also this is HOTU just taking every fight individually. And it's one of those where you take a look at it on the surface of it, and you think, okay, well, actually HOTU need to start dropping more utility, you need to start flashing for your teammates, you need to start double swinging together. Every single fight in that round was a 1v1, and yes, you could argue that KDO is able to get the opening pick, but this is not sustainable. I love the reaction as well. Shine just moving his way through Con. You got Yuppei that just completely claims the kill over at jungle. But yeah, on that replay, every round is a 1v1, and it's not fair to HOTU.
A little bit's invested around the rifles, but not a great deal. Like G2 Ares, they acknowledge they can have the space in middle that they can take. Unime's moving with confidence. The dual Berettas to clear out Latteru. And the sort of space they gathered, I think they're pretty content to walk up in towards B. Now, they don't have the apps presence, so Norbert is taking up a home in there. But it might not matter if they just fully clear sight, because Norbert's going to keep on moving. And the sound cues come through, but he's being considered. Flames land in his face. Bomb to go down, and these 2 rifles trying to get involved. Norbert has managed to find one. This may be a chance for more. The pistols are getting picked off. Frontails caught before he can even swing, and now Norbert stuck in the corner. Nothing he can do.
Yeah, very clean round. And again, I agree with what you're saying. I really like the fact that G2 Ares are just aware for all of these possibilities. Like they account for apartments, and yes, Unime jumps up and loses his life, but it almost feels like a safe death, but because you guarantee what's going on. You don't lose a rifler, you lose the AWP, but the AWP is then dropped at Van anyway, so HOTU can't really scoop it up, they can't run away and save. Almost just entices them more into this fight. Brilliant entry pathing from G2 Ares. They're doing everything by the book, and it is looking incredibly respectable. Now with the Frontails AWP, this needs to change here for HOTU. They need to start getting rounds immediately. And also, look, they haven't got their coach behind them, which is somewhat relevant because who's going to call timeouts? Who's going to be the one to actually take the initiative there? Because as a player, you can so easily get caught up in the moment that you can forget to call those 30-second breathers. This is new again from G2 Ares. Tak now in the window. And HOTU have got no idea this is happening. Norbert needs to win this fight, and he can't.
He got scrambled over from KDO. Smoke or block? They haven't actually got anything off this space just yet. Oh, we're gonna break this? Torres just chilling here with knife out. They're waiting to see what TAC gets before they make any moves. Does feel like the intent is here. Great timing on that smoke. 35 seconds. And the unit's been caught out by front tail, so now you just have to commit through. KDO, ooh, he might be in trouble, and in fact it's the break that kills him. But at least that frag is in. TAC on his left, his timing to Vushka. No idea that was coming. You don't want to overextend too much here. A couple of players low, and Mizu given the fight. Do you want to give him two? Oh, almost. Into the one-on-one for front tails. In fact, he's made it the one-on-one. 16 HP, picks up the rifle. Close by is his opponent, just tucked on the right-hand side. In fact, goes into market behind him.
Smart.
He has repositioned. Looks like it should lock it in. Front tails has no clue at all. The sheet is clean for G2.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, look, this round gets really dicey for G2 Ares, but this is what I was saying about the match they played against EAC earlier this morning. It's calm, it's composed, and when they're under a lot of stress, nobody really breaks. So I like the idea here for HOTU to call a timeout. Obviously, they're down 5-0, but it also gives Innershine just a moment to say, look at how we're able to recover that round. Difference is that he's hoping that these rounds shouldn't be needed to be recovered. Good lurk out attack. That's now going to create HOTU into a little bit of a tailspin because you boosted up once and you've got all that free space. Jungle always now has to be this position that HOTU needs to try and possess. That's a really awesome round. Even that 1v1, the decision to go back in towards the market window and flank all the way around the world. Front House just had no idea. I thought they blew it. I really thought they blew it when they started double swinging in towards market in the 2-on-3, but no, it's absolutely fine. 5-0, no money again for HOTU. And this is looking like an incredibly comprehensive map here for G2 Ares so far.
Good luck, Mizu. Behind default, and he's quickly ran down. I'm actually really surprised with just how this is playing out. Obviously, we haven't had a great deal of gun rounds, but it's felt pretty straightforward for G2 Ares. I haven't really felt like HOTU has given them much for contest. Mid's been given over freely. We've not really seen aggressive lines outside of the apartments. And even that's just kind of been factored in, right? Like Hitori beat out Norbert when he went searching the round before. KDO gets spammed and then naded. It feels like HOTU are desperately in need of some sort of ground, some sort of aggressive posturing. Just to give themselves some footing in one of these rounds.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see them fight middle. The interest in that conversation you've got, though, if KDO is, well, that feels pretty obvious. Because the minute you go to heavily invest mid, that'll be the round that G2 Ares goes A. I'd really like actually just to see a site execute from G2 Ares in the next couple of rounds. I think it would be a really good counter. Because HOTU have to react, they have to be on the front foot. Front Tails doesn't see his opponent cross. TAC will get out, and he's just in this corner. They've got no idea he's in this corner. That's until Davushka puts him down.
Yeah, good coverage in from short. See, the threat was there onto KDO. Alright, there we go. HOTU get that early opener. And KDO's just kept on going. Pushed all the way through. So now they can rotate extra bodies over. Norbert with the secondary AWP is holding a slither line. This is just going to be an A execute. And KDO is just continuing to prowl forward. So this timing looks pretty good. Oh, free flash.
3 kills, surely. 50 seconds. Look at the rotate as well here. Nade goes deep, but it doesn't do much damage. KDO surely has got this round locked in, but Shine comes in from jungle. Still, we wait. This ramp lurk, who certainly is going to get a double. He's just biding his time, but he's losing players in the meanwhile. There we go. KDO locks in a double kill. 3 on 2. You know about the player in sandwich, just run out of ammo, and Yuname has got rid of Davushka in the meanwhile. 20 seconds left. Norbert will find Yuname. And now Shine has got complete info on where these players are, but you can't contend with Norbert, who just wide swings with this 5-7. HOTU finally on the board, but you feel like that was way too long before they got around.
Yeah, and it just comes to taking some initiative, right? They end up winning out that engagement in towards middle. And they see that they've gotten that space. KDO keeps on moving and doesn't ever need to stop. Just gets the full information. That way you can have that stack there. Putting Norbert. Actually end up discarding that second ult. Boost up from Unimate. There's a chance here, but that was a tricky shot, and now fires off. That's going to be KDO's signal to leave.
I'm really curious just watching G2, just how they move about this map, because you've got mid space somewhat. Shine's gone back to drop the window smoke. Now they're looking to re-clear. That's a lot of utility invested on this T side to take middle. But now you've got it. The next question is, what do you do with it? Davushka will drop her nade to try and force these players back, try and incite that there is short presence. Almost willing G2 Ares to go in towards A. That's where the stack is.
Frontails on the line, gets his on the attack, sees that AWP in from the short side, and then another incon. There's information on 2, but it's not looking to be the commit. In towards B, they now start to go, but a double setup lies in wait. Norbert just playing a slither angle, trying to see if he can catch these players, and he's seeing a few. But it's Davushka that gets the first contact. Norbert has his chance and comes up wanting. Davushka can't get the double, and he gets run down. Meanwhile, Unime takes out 2. And it's a player advantage for G2 as that bomb goes down. Unime's just holding, waiting to see if someone crosses his line. This only hinges on if Mizu can find anything. It's not coming easy. A double swing. Frontails gets Shine. Now Unime onto the line, and it's only Frontails left. He's seen that player disengage, and well, now has the read on both, but how do you separate them?
You can't.
How do you get them quick enough to defuse the bomb? I don't think he's got a chance in it. Swaps to the AK, but Hitori's already repositioned. And there's nothing he can do. The time's not here. 1 round sure comes away with HOTU and a nice exit kill. I don't think he'll be able to exit. Yeah, he'll go down. Unime styling on them.
That's really impressive. Like, really impressive out of Unime, but also just G2 Ares as a whole. It's really impressive watching the staging of that round. The fact that they want to fight for middle early doesn't quite work, but at least they get the AWP jump up, spotting and securing. That then makes HOTU react by dropping utility in towards middle. You then have this re-clear out of G2 Ares, and sure, they're losing pieces along the way. It's not perfect, but when they get into that bomb site, it's that entry path in, it's that isolation onto Davushka as well. And again, we've got to call about it, I've got to speak about it. Timing of these pauses have been incredibly good, especially now on the side of G2 Ares, because Innershrine recognises that the money is going to be at breaking point right now for HOTU. If you win this, you're looking at 9 rounds easily on your T side of Mirage against HOTU.
I don't think we're going to see any auto snipers from Norbert today. Not now. Okay, so we've got a Hero AWP. And then 5-7 armor. Maybe Deagle in there. An interesting buy if there ever was one. So for Frontails, he has to see if he can find anything.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, to be honest. This feels a little bit extreme. But hey, if it works, it works. But when you look at the minimap situation, it feels like maybe it can. I mean, the bomb is over. On B, it's a fake set of util trying to entice HOTU to go A, and now Frontails will not only see these players, it'll also catch wind of the AWP and the bomb. They'll have another moment. This is now looking to be a little bit dicey. Tak able to find Davushka. And Norbert hasn't been removed either. So whilst KDO goes underpass, the bomb's already made its way out. But Tak could be a dead man walking.
Yeah, it'd be a big fight to win. If KDO can best him and get himself an AK, that's huge. But the AWP hasn't moved yet. It looked like Frontails was rotating. And Tak best KDO. So 2 big kills coming in from him. Mizu, he's going to be hearing them coming. I don't think the AWP really wants to go down either, so he doesn't want to give up that fight. Mizu, oh, great kill, and he's made it a double. The 5-7. It's doing it all. You don't need the AWP, but now he steps in. Norbert recovers a rifle of his own. And out of nowhere, Mizu's 5-7 gets it done.
Oh, Mizu. That's all about target selection. Right there and then. Snaps onto the ramp player, runs into the Palace player who wasn't giving him the fight. And I love that decision. He could have easily have been roped into going in towards Palace, chasing the kill, trying to fight that 1v1. He goes, you know what? No. You wait there. 6 shot onto Yupe, and the follow through on Shine is brilliant. That allows Frontails on the angle. So it's going to be that hero AWP. It's going to be the pistols around it. That's your necessary fight back in if you're HOTU. And this can now be 7-5. Easily.
Yeah, simple stuff. Confident kills.
Just waiting now. Just a matter of waiting for last players G2 Ares to stumble in towards this B bomb site. I tell you what though, if Norbert dies, that is a plant, that is an AK, but no, of course not. Tak will find Davushka at range, but Norbert's there for the immediate trade. There's 7-3. It will be another gun round here for G2 Ares. On out of the woods yet, our HOTU. But this would be an incredibly good step in the right direction.
Yeah, see if they can keep it consistent. That one was an easy one. Not really anything interesting. No, let's do it against the full guns. No AWP for Unimate. Frontails will get to battle freely. Nate actually doesn't do a whole lot. They're going very fast. Davushka has surely been calmed and he wins his fight. In fact, Norbert is going to have his own battle brewing. Yeah, they're just holding for him. An unnecessary push, perhaps. He's been punished a couple of times now doing that, and oh, what's going on here? So the bomb has been dropped. They've locked down B, but now Tak's in the back lines. But Mizu seemed to consider it, at least for a second. But are you ready for a second player?
Wow.
Tak somehow adjusts. Problem is, the bomb isn't in their grasp.
Yeah, you can't really get it out safely either. Especially Frontails just posting on this line. And Tak's already done the all the way around the world before. So what he's banking on is that Davushka goes and holds that. The Frontails locks it down with the AWP. This timing feels just so superior right now for HOTU. Because even if Frontails takes a shot and misses, you then get Davushka on the angle. He will move. We'll have a look, but it's a missed shot. Out of front tails, and Tak has just destroyed him. Now Davushka's only on 6 HP. This round is falling apart. 25 seconds. Davushka needs to have an incredible clutch in this HOTU jersey. First kill belongs to him. Shine, 50 HP, but he'll just spam out Davushka. What a crazy round out of Tak. That's come out of nowhere.
That's absurd. He just taps him through the smoke out of nowhere. I don't know if he saw a single thing. Unbelievable. That round looked like it was done and dusted when the bomb is offered over. I mean, it already looked like G2 Ares were in a good spot, but then after catching out in orbit, but the scaling is prevented, the bomb dropped, you think it's all over. Attack. His timing is outrageous through that smoke in Con. Catching Mizu, coming back for KDO, somehow winning that engagement, even though KDO was ready for him. And then the final kill, I don't even, it's just unbelievable moment.
I'm just shaking my head in disbelief because I can't believe it. I can't believe this is what we're watching right now. G2 Ares looking incredibly good. This is the best G2 Ares I've ever seen. I'm just going to be honest. I've watched a lot of G2 Ares games. It's really nice to see Tak step up. Remember, he had a really shaky series against EAC. Yeah, he didn't see anything. He just shot him.
That's just a single shot through the smoke.
Can I make it 9? Here you go, 9-3 against HOTU.
Wouldn't that be something? I mean, all signs point to yes. KDO's found an opening pick and almost makes it a double. Norbert under pressure, but Davushka's here to help out. And alright, it's looking like maybe 9 is out of the question. Especially as KDO is pushed all the way out top mid. So he's going to drop this bomb in a second. Oh, hello. Flies over. A shot from Tak. He is hitting some absolute slammers. This round only plays out if Shine finds a ridiculous sequence.
Oh no, this time is not good. Yep, this time it's not good, but Mizu able to step forward, so ridiculous sequence isn't happening in this round unless Tak is able to clutch 1v3 with 9 health. And I like the idea here, he's just walking into the space that the enemy previously occupied, but yeah, Davushka also has a clever rotate, so 8-4. In favour of G2 Ares. HOTU need to re-establish themselves as top dog when the sides switch. Meanwhile on the B stream...
Incredible half.
Yeah, it was. It was a really good half. I thought it was going to be a good half for X-Clan on their map picker cached. It was 3-3 and now it's 11-4. 11-5. Come on.
Yeah, see, doing better in the elimination game. This can quickly flip. Well, the odds have flipped. G2 Ares favored to take Mirage. 8-4 half will obviously give them that advantage. Remember, lose the pistol and things can quickly shift. With 3 players on A, they're in a decent position for what HOTU look to set up.
Yuname's in a really good spot. Underpass players now being considered. You imagine the Palace players are going to go to try and pressure, but that's where Yuname can stand in, try and deliver. Tak will consider it, but Mizu isolates Shine, and then Tak yet again, just through this smoke. In goes the Doolies, but then in go HOTU. Trades are immediate. Every kill collected. Hitori, last player standing, thrown into this clutch. Might be able to knock the bomb planter off, but that doesn't quite work. He's got a lot of opportunities to do it, but he's unable to get the kill. Front tails will. HOTU, they might be back.
Yeah, look good for a second there, right? With the Yuname setup, he gets that 1 kill. Can't quite make it 2, which I think would have really given the opportunity for them to make that one work. It's just like instantly Davushka, Front Tails, and KDO got their kills. So it's an eco round coming out for G2 Ares. This will be a 2-round game in a moment. Which can considering it was, what, 6-0 up to get things started.
Yeah.
7-1 at one stage. It'll feel a whole lot better for HOTU. Very slow start to Mirage.
Just looking at this G2 Ares. Okay, hang on. No, it's fine. I was looking at G2 Ares performances on Mirage, and okay, who's the biggest scalp that they've taken? Illwill in June, if we're counting Illwill, because Illwill right now looks like 7 kick, Vladden, Haji, Madden, Shalfie. Oh, Shalfie with a 0.29 rating.
We've all been there.
We have. That was also before state ranked, when he played immediately way better than he did there.
Okay, Toro's got himself a Galil. Never mind. Norbert's got himself a Galil.
Nice, Norbert.
Okay. So, if HOTU wins this gun round, warning signs for G2 Ares.
It does feel a bit dicey, because it feels like now that HOTU are on the T side, they can play like very disrespectful Counter-Strike. And you know the T side's going to be good with the pathing and with the spacing. So I actually think they might be okay. I'm surprised about how little, oh wow, rounds they got in that first half. Norbert is unknown, and Yuppei cleared the corner but didn't go completely round it, so he didn't actually know that Norbert was there. So that's your opening kill.
Yeah, it's a bit of a half clear. Hoping for maybe a sound cue or something from someone falling back, but nothing offered. Vushka has full palace control. Now, you know, he is here with the AWP. He has no armor. This is a hero, well, naked AWP. And he might be able to do nothing. Just completely taken out. As soon as he picked his timing, he gets punished. There was this kill from Tack, but he's now kind of stuck top mid as the bomb is planted on A.
This is a really lovely round out of HOTU. This is just a slow bleed of a default where you're taking timings when you think you've got them. And this is, again, something that top tier teams will do against lesser tier opposition, is that they will just play like a very systematical default, and they'll say, right, come on then. You've got to make the mistakes here. We have technically invited all the pressure on ourselves. It is up to you to lose those chances. That's exactly what's happened here. G2 Ares, they go looking, they go wanting, and instead they go punished. As HOTU. Now I've got some smiles across their faces. Now their body language is a little bit easier. Inner Shine recognises that this could get out of hand very quickly, and you definitely do not want that to happen, considering where you were in this matchup and in this half.
Yeah, I feel like City side's going to have a lot more difficulty in general. This round won't be too much of a contest either. Sunshine taking the pause to probably talk over round number 17. Now, HOTU have set us up to be tied. Let's see if this can be contested with the pistols. I've seen a 5-7 moment already, so it's not impossible.
I'll tell you what.
Investigating in towards ramp.
That bailed them out massively, HOTU. If it wasn't for that 5-7 moment, I think they would have been checked out this map. So fair play. As you say, opening kill being found by Frantails. Yeah, I've got this double lurk on, but it is being held by Dvushka.
Okay, thinking all the space, they're gonna recognize they can go back to A, but they're actually going to. This timing, oh, it was almost there. But difficult with the 5-7. Tak does get one, but now Mizu can just sit here. He's got this locked in. Hitori. Oh, he's gonna get knifed.
Really?
Now Shine jumped upon, and Mizu, he's having a great time. Gets all the space, sets himself up, and gets a knife.
Can't believe he's done that when they're losing as well. But fair play. Respect it. You can go for it. The fact that he does that whilst crossing the market door is a little bit scary, but hey, he gets away with it. So that'll be the equaliser. 4 players staying alive for HOTU as well. This was just supposed to be the non-scary one. Be KDO instead to grab that trade on Tak. So not bad, very good for HOTU because they were down, but they're most certainly not out, especially in this map.
Just took a while to get going, didn't it? Very, very slow start to the map, but now feeling much more in command. Tak taking an aggressive line. They are contesting middle, but that's not really being fought for. It's over towards B, but Unime, oh, he hits the leg shot. Not the fatal blow, and oh, even then, Hitori can't quite do enough damage.
Whoa.
KDO in the chaos is caught out in short, and look at the damage that's been inflicted. They've got the bomb site, but it's a 4-on-5 with 3 players limping.
They don't know about how low these guys are, though. That's the only danger. Of course you go for this if you're G2 Ares. They really are hoping that Frontales can provide a lot of relief. That's another missed shot. And that creates even more space. Norbert hiding, cowering in the corner. So too is Mizu. And that's not a clear, but at least there's a trade. Norbert in the corner. Only able to find a couple. They know about Davushka, but getting rid of him's another matter. Spam out attack. There's a kit. There should be enough time. So G2 Ares are going to be able to get their first round here on this CT side. But how close does that come despite the HP?
Yeah, it's milliseconds, isn't it? That one is very, very close. Great spam from Tak. He's playing lights out Counter-Strike at the moment. Even with the little HP, there was a real threat in it. Even with Frontales doing very little, missing his opportunity. As did KDO, he just gets completely caught off guard. I love this from Mizu with 4 HP. But it's Tak coming through with every single one of these kills in the retake, just trading out his teammates all the way through. He is 23 and 13. Absolutely life gaming out here versus HOTU. He's wanting to be front and center in a lot of these early fights too. HOTU again, wanting to try out this B bomb site. Remove Hitori, Shine, backside, drops the smoke. Just trying to delay, allowing Tak to get here. And in fact, maybe a chance to find a kill before then. But this timing, oh it's not there. Tak collects and bomb. Not being planted, it's faked out by Norbert. They may be looking for a way out, but it's not being offered. And instead, it's Tak just continuously finding frags. Oh, we can't believe it. A 1-on-4, and one he is in no position to win.
That isn't your money gone, but it's close to it as well. Is there any way he can do this? Any way he can clutch up? Tak? Oh no! Not dealt with. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Out attack yet again. I like the idea here for HOTU. You might be thinking, right, well, why are they speeding up? Why are they heading towards this B bomb site? As Norbert gets really frustrated. And it's because these players on the back of the bomb site have only got a handful of kills between them. You get rid of one of them, surely the other one is going to fall as well. And going 2 for 1 is absolutely fine in a situation like that. HOTU can't believe it. This is where they need their coach. How do we stop Tak? Davushka has got an AK. He saved enough money to bring in an AWP. Everyone else is just on pistols. This is a lock. You can't give this one up.
I think they acknowledge the economic situation. They're playing this one a bit more passive. Not giving these easy picks to the Deagles. Oof, chance there, but takes the head off. Yupe, a little bit of pressure. And there's more reinforcements here. Devushka's barely had a fight.
Oh.
Had a chance there, but surely
Wow.
plucked by this AWP, and he is.
Needed that. I really thought Devushka was going to grab a free frag there, but no, it just doesn't happen. Front tails, oh, has an opportunity. And they are far enough away where he can get away with this plant. Maybe an AK to boot as well. I don't want to start hyping up this man. But this could be quite an exciting one, especially because the molly is going to isolate the kill. But he isn't able to claim it. I love the G2 areas that are just going through the motions. Frontail's had so many opportunities to get a kill and he can't do it. And he can't believe it either. The good news is they aren't actually that upset about it because it's just an eco.
It did feel like he had chance there, didn't he? Like, they played out how he wanted it to. It's just like really tricky shots for him.
Yeah, it's just that he whiffed a lot.
Hey, they're hard shots though, right?
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
they're difficult.
maybe not the second one, but like the first one, the player jumping over, that one's tricky. And then he was running out of bullets too.
Oh no, another technical.
Tak is 1 kill away from 30.
Wow.
He is on 153.8 ADR.
How many multi-kills is that? It's going to be a lot of multis.
Literally, he's at 8 multi-kills.
Yeah, not bad. 8 multi-kills.
G2 Ares have won 4 1vx's.
I think that's impressive as well, just given, again, where they are at in their journey in VRS. The fact that they're going up against a HOTU that has been overperforming, has been doing very well at notable events, like the Star Series qualifier, like Bounty. Yeah,
They doubled the opening kills for HOTU.
Wow, because they've been losing all these 4v5s. That's not good. That is an opportunity though for KDO. In-game leader gets rid of Tak, so no 30 bomb. Norbert has been punished pushing. Now he looks to be the punisher, and he will be. 5-on-3 quite quickly here for HOTU.
That's nice for Norbert, right? Because the molly, he recognizes this small window where he can just step to the side. And you're just not clearing that because the flames were just there. Now the rotations are moving over, but Tak's not in the round. And can you win without Tak?
Yes.
Feels tricky, but the orb striking, the bomb now can't commit. KDO, can he catch anything? Oh, if he goes down to Unime, it's over. But if he just pauses and locks down this position, they can just bring the reinforcements over, and it's only Yupe.
Alright, Yupe, you got to hit a good timing now, is the issue, because you can't look back, you got to look forward. He's seen the second player as well. Devushka deleted. Mizu comes up over the top, and he's expecting Unime. They now know that Yupe is tucked in this corner. 35 seconds, that's your detriment. Also, look at Hitori. He's on his way now over towards ramp. Need to get this kill, but Unime's holding for ramp. Mizu finally gets this trade, but Unime's back on the angle. This is brilliant. And it looks like G2 Ares are going to win without Tak, because this backstab from Hitori will confirm it. G2 Ares up to map point.
A 3-on-5. That one stings, and that's got to be the map. HOTU, you cannot be losing rounds like this. Not only it's a 3-on-5, but their heavy hitter is out of the equation immediately. You could not have hoped for a better start to a round. But Unime, what a moment. Gets that kill on Norbert. Rotates the ticket. Finds 2 more follow-throughs.
Oh, they're going quick.
Try something fast. But the orb is here. Unime finds Mark. And a second. Tak chimes in. 30 31 kills, and it is all done. TK in the mix. G2 Aries do it in style. And yeah, it's Tak that is the hero, but it's a team effort to get it over the line.
Yeah, I love that. Immediate recognition out of Unime. It's like, okay, look, it was all you, bro. In fact, it was all us. It was a brilliant from G2 Aries. Really impressed with the design of this entire T side. And I was saying that when they were playing against EAC on Ancient, I was like, look, these calls have been really nice. Out of Shine, the fact that they've been delivering, the fact that they've been able to now match HOTU, take down HOTU dominantly on this map too. It is really impressive from G2 Aries, like incredibly impressive indeed. And now from HOTU, I'm thinking, right, well that didn't go to plan. At least we've got a couple of backup maps. But if G2 Aries are playing like this, especially on a quote-unquote like puggy map that you expect HOTU to do well on, then Dust 2, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be really interesting in this best of 3.
It almost felt like they were out cold, not just out fragged, right? It was just an outclassing across the board. Really, really impressive from G2 Aries. Like that's a huge upset to take this Mirage. Obviously, it's one of the weaker maps for HOTU. Even though 60% looks okay, it's not one that they're playing a lot, right? They'll often second wave ban it and avoid it if they can, but it's still a map that you wouldn't expect to be winning, and it was such a dominant start as well, right? Like just an absurd performance coming through. And as you say, we go to Dust 2 next. If Tak and Unime are playing like this, could this really happen into? Could G2 Aries survive the upset of the tournament on day 1? We will find out after this break.
Really impressive from G2 Ares, and also Tak and Yuname, because look, Tak has a 2.19 rating against HOTU on Mirage, which is absurd considering that map went as deep as it did. But for Yuname, I mean, he had more of a round swing percentage. He was doing incredibly well on that AWP, converted that 3v5, and now look at this, your match winner. Stake still think it's HOTU because we've got 2 more maps to play, but we've still got 1.95 for G2 Ares.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a chance in it. We have Coach DP who tried to catch up after that game.
Yeah, hopefully I can get some good answers out of the team manager of the G2 Ares, man. So, Ruben, how are you feeling after this this first map victory?
I mean, I'm feeling insane. It's like the boys played insanely good. This is the potential that we have. Like if we keep playing like this, we can win against anyone. It's just about us keeping this focus and not making the easy mistakes like I was telling you before.
Yeah, we had some talks behind the scenes about confidence. It's something you mentioned a lot today. Young guys with confidence. How much scarier of a team are you when you just beat some guys like HOTU and really build that confidence?
It's like I tell you, like confidence is everything. Like we are young, with confidence we can win against anyone. It's just about confidence, but keep shooting them hard. I mean, your countryman here, Joe, is shooting hard. Tak, insane game. I mean, it's just like all confidence. Let's see.
So you think thus too you can win with the confidence you've gotten now?
Yeah, of course. If we start good, we keep confidence up. Even if we start bad, like we have this potential that we can win any map, any team. We just need to play our game, not make any mistakes, and then we just destroy them.
Well, hopefully they'll destroy them. I think HOTU might want to look for something else, but we'll send it back to Lucy and B-Dog to take us through map 2. Thanks, man.
Oh, I didn't realise that Ruben was the team manager. Sorry, I'm very excited. He's such a nice guy. I didn't realise he was team manager now for G2 Ares. Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, well, they're absolutely improving your confidence, I think, after that one, and yeah, absolutely deserved a great opening series. And now Dust 2, I think it's a map where confidence can carry. If there's ever a map where just like being in insane form and feeling yourself like would just get you a win, it's Dust 2. Like you maybe couldn't hope for a better follow-through map here. So I don't know. I'm really starting to believe in this G2 Ares run after what we saw, especially because HOTU, even though they started to find their footing, that 3v5 or 5-on-3 they lost. Like, there's so many like moments where you're like, you shouldn't be losing these games, these moments, these maps. Like, it's not what you expect from a team of HOTU's caliber.
True. But look, I want to kind of take the romantic story angle of, look, G2 Ares have won Mirage, that means they're going to win the series. And I'm just going to take it back just one step, because look, listen, you still got Frontails on this map, you still got Norbert on this map, Mizu has shown some really good form as well, and I do not expect this to be a 2-0. I'm fully expecting HOTU to come out the block swinging, they're just going to shake it off. That was a little bit of a ropey Mirage, but that's fine. We've still got Dust 2 in the back pocket, we've still got Ancient, we've not overfought this veto. It's one of those where you do not need to panic yet if you're HOTU. You just don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, of course not. But I don't know. I'm just kind of caught up in this storyline. I don't know if G2, this might be the best team that they've even taken a map off of in terms of like the VRS. Like the amount of opportunities they've had against top tier competition has been somewhat limited. You know, it's been some opportunities and some online cups, but certainly not when it comes to kind of LAN events, right? Like it's really incredible what we're getting here from this team. So I really hope to see it continue. But yeah, you're right. Frontails, I mean, actually did have a bit of a quiet Mirage, all things considered. Like he did have the AWP on a few moments, but like it didn't feel like we were getting the same impact out of his AWP as we were out of Yuname's. Like Yuname felt like he was everywhere on that CT side. And hell, even on that T side was having a huge amount of impact. You know, we saw that the multiple kills in the post plants on the B bomb site, for instance. He felt like the better AWPer in the server, which is crazy because obviously this conversation's been focused on Tak, but it's not just the Tak show.
No, I think that's a fair comment, to be honest with you. I definitely think Yuname was better. I think Yuname went a little bit absent towards the front half of the second, and then when it was time to close, when it was time to sort of have those standout moments where TAC wasn't delivering, you could look to Yuname, and I think that's really impressive. The thing that you worry about a tiny bit if you are G2 Ares though is that's how good it looks when TAC is firing on all cylinders. If TAC doesn't have the same level of output, can you rely on Yuppei? You know, can you rely on Hitori? Because Hitori and Yuppei were largely absent, and I know TAC was hoovering up all the kills, so I know that he got 31 kills, but you still expect more consistent output out of this team. And yes, there are an academy team, so you kind of want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but that will be the big question mark. If TAC doesn't shoot as hard as he did on Mirage, who's going to be the guy to fill his boots?
Yeah, it definitely felt like it was kind of the top of the team carrying it over, attacking Yuname, and then not necessarily relying on the underlying pieces as much. And yeah, even the floor of HOTU was still kind of there, right? Like no one was below 13 kills. In fact, 3 players were all sitting on 13, which was higher than all of those 3 players from G2 Ares. Just felt like they weren't able to really connect on the same page. It felt kind of sluggish when it came to that Mirage. Some individualistic plays that cost them big moments. We saw into apps multiple times, right? Norbert pushing, got punished twice doing that, still kept doing it. We had KDO trying to get aggressive at multiple avenues, including into apps, but also in middle, which was having hit and miss success. I felt that A side, I mean, there was not really any extremity pushing at all. It felt very static at times. Obviously on to Dust 2, their map pick, it's going to be a lot more mobile, a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, but also, I mean, it is Mirage too. Like, you do expect, I think, HOTU to have a change in aggression. Like, we didn't really see them fight middle all that much. I think we saw them go into underpass once, and then they got spotted by Yuname's AWP. But we don't have to speculate anymore. We can get into this. Dust 2, this is where HOTU were coming back on Mirage. Stake have got them as the map winner, as the heavy favourites. If you deposit $20 with Stake and use the code PULSE35, you get a $5 reload every day for 7 days. As HOTU push in towards the middle of the map, they've got all of Lowers and they've got all of Cat.
It's just going to be the short play. They've got a late long element. We've got smoke and flash to get it over the line. The double setup here looks pretty good. Yuppei being baited in by Hitori, so we did mention these two. Double dualies set up, so it's about as ideal as you want, but you still need to find the kills in Devushka. He's answered with that first. Yuppei, his dualies almost had a chance there under 2, and Yumi has managed to catch that frag, but not expecting Devushka just to keep on pushing. Gets that punish, and now Shine and TAC. Gonna start to move forward. Shine on the angle, removed by the double red, is scooped up by KDO. Now it's just TAC.
He knows.
KDO knows.
Unfortunately, when he took the wide swing out for TAC, he saw him tuck in to the corner just as he was finding Shine. So brilliant. KDO shows us how to use the dualies. And HOTU get off to the best possible start. You're really hoping there that Yuppei, Hitori are going to be that difference maker. Yuname gets his, of course, but I really like the Devushka push. Just catches off his opposition immediately. Full eco out of G2 Ares. And they're not looking to muck about. They're looking to almost just get this round over with. Hitori waits patiently. Mizu, you know he's going to clear. It's just a case of when. In fact, Hitori will take the fight straight to him. So that's an opening kill. And Mizu hungry for more frags.
They're actually not going to throw themselves at him. They're going to go mostly through backyard. See if they can catch out a player in that direction. HOTU now just got through short. They won't see too much going on here. Yuname? Can he catch him off guard here? Cheeky angle? No.
Oh.
Mizu takes his time.
I love kills like that. I know that that's such like an overreaction from me probably, but I really enjoy when players like go through the motions, like thoroughly clear everything, then they get blindsided. Because how many times do you see it where like, you get a lazy clear on a corner and it just costs you their life? That's satisfying, because now it's plus 600. Mizu, go get more. You earned it after that clear. Go and find more $600 packages. In the former G2 Ares players. That didn't really work. Davushka. You sure?
Uh-oh.
We'll die.
Okay.
But it can't be kept. So it's kind of okay, actually. They only lose Mac 10s.
Okay. Mac 10 also getting kills onto unarmored heads is such a nice sound.
True.
I love the sound of heads getting squashed and blown up.
Great, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
That's a nice sentence.
Out of context Counter-Strike.
Yeah, you see,
Oh.
oh. Ouch. I'll be honest, I thought that contact was not going to come in immediately, but then HOTU just wide swung it. Yeah, see, beating X-Clan 7-3. So it feels like X-Clan, unfortunately, are heading out the exit door. Flash forward. Yuname. It's being given util. I feel like you just want to give him all the power to shoot, rather than make him drop all the util, guys.
Unimate gets his first. Count some more as they swing in, and it's simple stuff for Unimate. Looking to make it a triple, and he has. Can't quite make it 4. Mizu's made it interesting with that double kill. Now it's pretty direct, and there's only one real way they can go, and it's into this bomb site. Considering Shine on the corner, he spotted him out. Mizu, great headshot. Bomb faked out. Looking to see if they can punish, and Mizu, oh, can't quite make it happen, but he's seen both players. Now surely it's all sorted, but Tag, this timing, can he catch off Mizu? No, he's going for the ace. In fact, he's hungry for it, but Davushka will take it from him. What a round from Mizu.
It's so funny because in that play-by-play, you go, oh, Yuname can't make it a 4th kill. And I'm like, okay, well, it should be fine, right? It should be okay. And it isn't. Mizu gets a quad kill of his own. I guess 4 really was the magic number in that round. That is such a shame for Yuname, who does everything perfectly, and his teammates just can't clean up the pieces. That should have absolutely have been their round, but Mizu, that sequence, that kill onto Shine, not on the corner at long, is a thing of beauty. And now HOTU just go through the motions. Davushka blinded, dealt with. Uh-oh, that hasn't gone to plan.
That's going to go direct to Tori. The shot, he's looking for it, but this one loses his head, and there we go, quick execution in towards CT. Nice kill from Tag. I don't know how many chances you want to offer up to him. Shouldn't be anything that prevents us from being 4 though. Now that bomb's down. Unfortunately, not an AK to be picked up by either of these CTs.
That's a little bit scary, because where Tak got that headshot, the bomb actually fell onto the boxes. And if that dropped into CT, then that round was certainly on. Instead, it was the quick little smooth move from Frontails. And the nice kills this time coming out of KDO. I think for HOTU, I think for like a mental point of view, I think it'd be really nice for them if they're able to not only win Dust 2, obviously, but win it very convincingly, because this will potentially put a spanner in the works for G2 Ares, and it will slow down and it will really temper a lot of expectations of this series.
Heavy B lane. Frontales takes a peek, but smoked off. Are they going to pop this? It feels like they will.
Huh. There is, I was going to say no one here. That's a really important kill. And that bait feels good for Tak. He is able to hit the instant headshot. And the counter flashbang, really good. Swats to the Deagle to grab another. HOTU then baited in beautifully. And how about that for a spray transfer? G2 Ares will get their first round on the board. And it comes off a stellar B-hold.
Yeah, KDO just charging out into middle feels a little bit silly, to be honest with you. But the B-hold is the real star of the show. Lovely sequence from Tak. That flashbang that comes over from middle as well is a thing of beauty. Sets him up for that Deagle shot onto the player on boxes. I get to see it there. And then HOTU, great spray management as you mentioned. Beautiful multi-kills from the B side. And Unime gets the opening pick out long. So G2 Ares find themselves 2 players up.
Oh, this feels a bit silly out of HOTU. Because, again, look, you've got the opening pick, which is brilliant, from Unime. But then you've just got a dry swing from HOTU as a response. And another one. I mean, KDO's really lucky. That isn't an AWP on the angle. We'll get rid of some utility. It's a little bit limited for G2 Ares. So I like this decision here from HOTU. This feels like a smart one. 3 on 5, drop the mid to B smoke, going towards Cat. But Shine feels acutely aware of this. Oh, boost up's lovely too.
He's not actually seeing anything, and KDO looks to walk through behind him.
Oh,
He's aware of it. Spots it out when the short hit's coming through. Really good awareness. And Vushka left in the 1 on 5. Keep this clean feels great, although there goes one casualty. HOTU quick to complete his triple kill. G2 Ares get back-to-back rounds. That one feels really convincing.
it's interesting watching Davushka on HOTU, and I know I've been just sort of like a big Davushka defender, but he's playing very different roles to what he was doing in Bebop, like his old teams. Was normally going in first quite a lot, going in second, being that spare man. Now it feels like he's left in just ridiculously impossible clutches. I kind of want Davushka like in the pack. I don't really want him on his own lurking. That's not the player he is. This is a very good opportunity there for G2 Ares to make this even. Or at least the idea of it. HOTU are through mid. It was being watched, but it's not now. Tak needs to get back on this angle quickly.
Oh, Unime missed his chance. The AWP confirmed. Doesn't really matter.
It's just all the way around the houses right now for HOTU. Oh, that utility's gone this way. Tak, a jump round the corner, a collection of kills with him and Yuppei. I like the fact that he's gone back forwards into middle, rather than getting sandwiched by Misu and Norbert. HOTU moves over, does an awful lot of damage alongside Unime. Mizu will be dealt with, so only one casualty due to Ares. They're rebuilding back in.
Yeah, easy stuff. 1 round game now. Two of those rounds that they picked up against the guns. I'm sure Unime missed that chance against the scout, but when it mattered, he got his multi and he looks for more. Check this, aggression from Unime, but it's out towards long that the big fight's coming. Unime, oh, that nade, is that going to reveal that a player's here?
I don't think so.
I feel like it was an unnecessary part of this, but he'll still find his kill. And he's dropped the bomb.
You're not going to be expecting him to still be on this line. They will still flash. Oh, they will try and scoop. That's smooth moves. Out of Mizu. Unime still here. Still here, Unime. I'm worried, but tax reposition is beautiful. Look at this.
So much energy invested on Unime, who does get caught.
This crunch still feels pretty good, though.
Yeah, this timing is outrageous. But can he actually make it? The multi, they look back! They look back!
Wow. I can't believe it.
That's unexpected. And now it's Ori tucks in a Gandalf. And this actually feels like a great position to be in. There's no way to flush him out. Another backstab comes in. And this sets up Ori. What?
Oh, Norbert, no. That's
Everything's
fantastic.
considered.
Look at this repos as well from Norbert. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful from Norbert. That's a major winner. I can't believe they consider the flank, but then I can't believe Norbert's ready for Gandalf. Absolutely beautiful. Out of HOTU.
Gandalf not short. Like, it's... Shocking scenes. That felt so good for G2 Ares at multiple moments. HOTU do a fantastic job of recovering it. Again, they've gotten long control.
Shine has been bullied here a lot over at long. It feels like HOTU are really taking this space every single round when it comes to their default. Unime now walks over. EAC have beaten X-Clan 2-0. As Unime steps in, full blinds, and to be honest, that's enough. HOTU get the info. The orb is over here, and they don't care. They're still going to advance forward. This smoke is not good enough. And KDO... Oh, he knows about it now.
New smoke will come down. Navushka just charges on through. Yep, managed to get up here. This smoke is causing some concerns. Great nade, but no spam to follow through. So Norbert eats it, but he manages to get onto the site with the bomb. But he gets
massive
puffed.
Kill.
That's the C4 dropped. Trying to step forward, and there's so many CTs everywhere, and Unime's hitting every shot. He is shining with this sniper, and he just keeps on going. Misses that chance.
Shoot through the box.
It's only a tap. It's a fake out. That's confirmed now. Bomb still needs to go down.
Oh,
finding it
so
is so tricky. There's a boost up.
Nice. That's so nice. And front house have just got to save. I love that boost because what you're trying to do here with all this faking and just sort of like enticing these players in, you know the G2 areas are quite low. So when you get to a crossfire, if you can get into a crossfire and then the long player in front house is able to take down 2, that is round back on. So I love the boost. It's absolutely brilliant out of G2 Ares. They are playing beyond their years right now. I'm incredibly impressed with this team because I'll be real, I expected a little bit out of G2 Ares. I did not expect them to take the first map off HOTU and now give them a real fight here on the second. It's a one-round game.
I'm going to be tied up, surely. Frontail's booster ends up getting a bit of a tag. He's gone over to B. This will be the rifles holding on A. This nade. Oh, it's a flash.
I've never heard you sound so disappointed.
Yeah, it just would have been so good, you know. Oh, there we go. Now he's got them all. Oh, he's seeing stuff. He starts dumping. Lots of util, and this bait setup looks good. Oh, still there.
Catch an orbit.
No, and everyone else is falling. Oh, nice jump.
Oh, nice try.
You got sent flying.
You know what? I respect it, Frontails. I respect their ridiculous, curvy bullet flick. And I like this pause again. I've got to give Innershine a lot of credit this series. So I think that the timing of these pauses are very good. I'll tell you why. It's because just in general on this T side for G2 Ares, their T side is not good. So you're giving yourself a really good opportunity to not only make this even, which you have done, but now take and step into the lead. Ideally, you need both. Ideally, you need 7 here. I think that has to be the case. See EAC just looking on behind HOTU, just checking the scoreline. Loser of this will play EAC.
Well, HOTU, get ready.
Wow.
Oh, still gets
dear.
it.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Call that a double kill.
Yeah, I mean he legged him, right? And then oh no. And now UP's on the double orb. Pack it up. This round is over. And G2 Ares are about to step into the lead. And they will. 5 alive. Yeah, let them know, Innershine.
This team, it's got too much shine. It's got Innershine and it's got shine. It's too bright.
Too bright for
Calm it
HOTU.
down.
This is awesome. Well, that tax best ever rating. No, 2.45.
Be 7-5 half.
Oh, it should
It's a
be.
4-0 start.
Absolutely should be 7.5. Look at this. Boost up for Hitori. Oh, long's clear, mate. Alright, well, careful of B. You've got Yuname there. And Tak. The 2 players you want are on this bomb site.
Unimate missed his chance.
Oh,
Oh, never mind. The Deagle gets it done. Nice drive-by from Devushka. They managed to get in. Some good damage done onto these Ts, and that might just continue.
what?
Devushka still standing somehow. Utility expended. This is set up for a powerful retake for G2 Ares. There is no utility left for the T side. There's a flank coming through. But beware the power of the Tech 9s and M4 in Frontail's hands. Mizu, close by, reveals himself, and now they come up and over. The hit all comes in, and it's clean. The flank looks good, and it will be 7-5. GG Ares with a phenomenal comeback in this first half to be leading at the half.
7, and they got it. And they even did the thing that I absolutely hate CT sides doing. They didn't do it. I'm really happy. Normally, when you've got a flank coming through in tunnels, you see so many CTs. Oh, let me just smoke tunnels, and that's just going to bait our teammate, and he's going to walk through. It just makes the fight infinitely worse. So I love that. And as a consequence, the player walking through on that flank is able to get a double. They clean up HOTU like it's nothing. Map winner. Stake thinks it's still HOTU. But G2 Ares are in the lead. If you want to join Stake, use the code PULSE35 here at Stake Pulse. When you deposit $20, we'll give you $5 for free every day for a week.
Yeah, favoured sides, probably why the stake odds do say that. But they've lost the opening pick. Unime gets KDO. Until spotted, taking peeks. I don't know if you want to test Unime. He's hitting some really nice shots at the moment.
I wouldn't.
Now going up in towards A, this is where the majority of HOTU are, but Shine has a lot of utility.
And Yupe's on the lurk as well. Just don't rush it. This is the big thing. You do not need to rush this. If you're G2 Ares, you are giving these 1v1s over. Norbert, surely dealt with, and it is. And then look at the kill feed for G2 Ares. They don't rush it. They take their time. And it works out brilliantly. Unime will flick Mizu. That's a wrist breaker. And that is G2 Ares getting the pistol. HOTU are in trouble, Lucy.
They are in serious trouble. It's crazy. Remember the odds at the start of this series? So think about where we are right now.
1 to 5, I believe. I don't want to get that wrong, but I'm pretty sure because the X-Clan game was like 11 odds, and then this one was half. So I think it was about 5 in that realm. Not to quote direct odds.
And now G2 Ares, they will be up 9-5 unless something catastrophic happens here.
They're making the right read. This is lovely. That's all you need to do. You do not even need to go and fight him. In towards lower. Front tails. He is about to be dead. You pay. Oh, he wants it. Go on then. Go get the kills. Hitori will as well. You pay kind of can, but also kind of can't. Unime will be able to trade. And now it was all up to Big Norb. And he's big sad, because his team are losing 9-5.
I mean, there's only one player on double digits, and that's Mizu. There's only one player that's not on double digits on the G2 Ares side.
I remember when it was Norbin time. It was earlier today.
Earlier today, yeah. When they were playing against a team that had no HLTV profiles on 4 or 5 players.
Unime sees Nada in middle. Attack and Shine will have a glance in towards lowers. And they're just going to walk. I love this. Please just walk. Please take this time in right now. This is so quick. Nade's not quite connecting. Devushka does, though. Attack is blown to bits, and I think that's going to be the signal for Shine to get out of there.
Yeah, now B doesn't feel so good because KDO is leaning over here. Shine's just doing a whole lot of util, but this feels like it's going to be very difficult unless you just get clean openers.
That works.
That's how you do it. Hitori just charges through with the Mac 10 and KDO tries.
Oh, KDO,
gets put down.
no.
Shine might get caught out. This round's still on. 1 HP for Yupe.
Don't
Unime
peek
has
this.
the AWP. And he's found his kill. Norbert into the 1-on-2.
Oh dear, that's so scary when he peeks that, and yet he just hits the shot. Has to give the AWP over to Yupe, who is the team's secondary AWP. Norbert, just gets overwhelmed by Unime. He can't believe it. He can't believe this is happening. It is happening. Drink it in, son. You're about to beat HOTU 2-0. Those entries were so nice.
This started really poorly for them too, right? Like, you lose the opening pick, you have no ground to go from. It looked very, very dicey, but Unime bringing it back for them. 10-5, it's pistols, and MP9 is the best gun here for HOTU.
Wild. I'm so impressed. Because this isn't HOTU playing poorly as much as it's G2 Ares playing very well. I mean, look at this. A comprehensive cleanup. HOTU being given nothing in these rounds. And this is also flawless. So on the T side, HOTU yet to post a defensive round.
Don't lose the AWP though. You don't want to give that over to Frontails.
Yeah, don't do that.
But HOTU's here to help out. Uh-oh.
It's fine.
Great target isolation.
19 and 5, you know, mate.
Yeah, might not be TAC taking over the game, but someone certainly is. I mean, HOTU's a similar scoreline.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, I just realised Uname is 7 and 0 in opening kills.
That's outrageous.
7-0.
KDO's 0 and 7.
Womp womp. This is their first timeout, HOTU. I know you don't have a coach, but come on, guys. Like, surely we can be calling a timeout before that.
Frontails says the AWP. I feel like I've not said his name. Said on Mirage that it felt like Uname was the best AWP in the server, but the contest is barely even a contest into this second map.
No, I agree. You just can't get complacent. I know everyone at home is thinking, what do you mean? Like, they're winning at 11-5. But if you don't get the job done sooner rather than later, like, you've got a very good opportunity right now to just make this 13-5, and then the game's done, because HOTU will never have a chance to stabilize their money. If HOTU come back into the game just a little bit, pressure will be on. Now, I'm not saying that the game is not over, but I'm saying there's a chance for it not to be over if G2 Ares don't make the most of the opportunity that they have created for themselves.
Frontails AWP starts over at A, holding long at the moment. G2 Ares have not had any contests. They're going to do some mid-utility. The smoke has missed the mark, so that's not ideal. This is all brewing for this A split. Again, HOTU have a good position, and Frontails getting the opening kill. It's about the best start you could hope for.
That feels better. Norbert. Lovely angle. But I think with that smoke, that's actually going to disincentivize G2 Ares to go in towards this play. The difficulty you now have is, do you really want to go into a mid to B where you've got no info? Flashbang, brilliant, but kill's just not there. Look at all the trades out of G2 Ares. Taking Hitori in an instant. Carve open this B bomb site. Spam out an orbit, not there. And I'm sorry, mate, but you and Frontails have got to save.
No, but acts like he's going to jump through, but you can't throw away these weapons, especially at all. That was cool because we got to watch Uname's perspective as he threw those supportive flashes. Like the first one, just to clear closed doors. The second one, the timing of it is perfect. It's as they're getting to that corner.
You can't lose this gun.
They get dismantled and they might lose everything. But equally, the Hunt not in a great position, and, well, Hitori's only got $900. TAC has his impact, 12 for G2 Ares, and 7 chances now to take this in 2.
Innershine knows it. Innershine knows how close this is now. Yes, they saved an AWP. Yes, they saved an M4. They're going to have a cobbled together buy. But it's your moment. They are reeling. HOTU up against the ropes. Cannot believe what is transpiring here at Stake Pulse. And Norbert died after time. So he's had to rebuy. That's a nightmare. Big fight for him. With that M4 baits in the AWP beautifully. Still 3 players here for HOTU. The G2 Aries just want to keep pressing forward.
Might be their undoing. KDO,
Great
UMP,
flash.
yeah, that was a tough one.
Look at Tori.
Tori, what's his timing look like? Oh, it looked good, but Frontail's bests him. Unime still fragging. And look at this double flank. Surely you're not expecting this.
With the HP,
Unime's
surely.
wrong with the HP.
Yeah, you got to turn around here. And he is considering it, but are you ready for a second? Unime. Oh, timing will not be there. He had a chance onto Davushka, but couldn't hit the shot. So that was up to these two low HP players. Shine immediately recollects this AWP. But you got to go forwards. You've got to go into Frontails. And he's missed. How's that nade? Not good enough. And the molly is going to force them back. Oh,
he gets
never mind. What?
In the flames, he got the double kill.
Fair, Davushka, fair. That really felt like he wasn't going to do that. So fair enough, Davushka.
So he only gets one of those, and maybe there's something in that round, but they were such low HP.
Dear. That's so anticlimactic.
That round was chaotic, and honestly, G2 Aries almost had the way back in, right? Like, Unime was aware. He almost adjusted for that second kill, and then it would have been done. Even in those final moments, they get very close to making it happen. Apparently just
Fair.
did it.
I'm a bit concerned for another team in this tournament. Jolly Speeds. Because Heap has now left the lineup, which means their current roster is Draken and Hampus.
It's interesting to see what they're playing with. All power timing, but smoke lands. They got to fall back. Let's go back over to Unimate. Frontails has started to warm up with the AWP.
I think you go
Nice.
B. Their entries are just so good out of G2 Aries, especially towards this B bomb site. I've really been impressed with it. I think Shine's recognising it as well. Mizu with an MP9.
Well. Yeah, two of the supportive elements here on B are SMGs, KDO in mid, and then an MP9.
Hard time smoke.
That's all the utility. One flashbang. That's it. Now it's up to come. Davushka looks for the line, doesn't quite hit his shot, but Mizu not cleared and gets one. But Davushka comes up empty, as does KDO. And they managed to brute force in those entries. So good. Frontails and Norbit. Normally, two shining stars here into the 2-on-4. Now players are low. But can you isolate them? That's the question. Attempted boost up. The sound cue is heard. But the only sound that's ringing at the moment are the war drums, the gods of war. G2 Aries looking to take down HOTU in 2, and they do. 13-6 on Dust2. The upset of the day, and maybe the competition happening right here in the Group A progression match.
No, fair play to them. I'm really impressed with our G2 Aries there. I think the game plan was spot on. The individuals were spot on as well. And for HOTU, maybe a little bit of underestimation, maybe just coming into this tournament a little bit cold after all of the flights, as Norbert was saying. But the fact that you have to immediately go through is a difficult one. But look, for G2 Aries, I think you've got to give them an awful lot of credit. They struggled against that game in against EAC. They come into this one, and they look like they're the favourites. It was phenomenal. Out of Unime, phenomenal. Out of Attack, I think Yupe had some really good moments. Full credit. Full credit to G2 Aries. They win out the group.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, I expected to see some good stuff from G2 Aries coming into this series, especially, after the opening games from both these teams. I did not expect it to play out the way it did. Like, that is a superb performance from the individuals, from the team. I mean, the calling you mentioned, they highlighted this B side has a vulnerability. Our entries have been really solid. Everything looked really well rehearsed here on Dusty, which was their opponent's map pick. You can tell they put a lot of work into this, expecting, maybe to have this against HOTU, and it's really paid off. So, and it doesn't get any easier for HOTU either, right? Talked about the long day they've had with the travel. They've got another best of 3 now.
Yeah, that's horrible, really. Like, you have to go and play another best of 3 now. You got to try and come forward into this. I mean, it's tough for HOTU, but that's the reality of it. You lose your game, you end up in that decided match. And for G2 Ares, they're through. They're already out of this group, and they're going to be feeling very good. We've got Unime on the side with Coach DP.
Come on, Unime and Coach DP, Danish brothers. You make me proud, my brother, today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling perfect. It's a great day. We had a rough boot camp. We lost 5 games in a row, and we were playing the worst CS we've played ever, and now we just come here and we win every game.
So what changed from boot camp to playing on this LAN?
I'm not really sure. It's like we didn't really find the solution for our problems, but I guess we just came here and we have good energy and we just win every game. I don't know what to say.
And the confidence from a win against HOTU, it's gotta mean so much for young guys like you.
Yeah, it's for sure the biggest team that at least I have won against in my career so far, so I'm really happy with that one.
And what the fuck happened with you, man? You went crazy this game. Like, I've never seen something like this from you.
Yeah, I don't know. It was, I don't know, just like the flow of everything. It just, everything just worked for us.
And your teammates, how are they setting you up to play like this? What are they doing to put you in these positions?
I think we just believe in each other, and they just trust me that if I say I want to do something, they believe that I will go and kill them.
They say they bully you. Do they also bully you a little bit?
Of course, I get bullied as well, but it's part of it.
It's part of it. Well, that's very good to hear. Congratulations so much, Unime, and we'll see you in like 4 days. You have like 4 days off for practice, so maybe better boot camp now.
Now we'll go chill.
You'll go chill. Well, that's good. Well, back to the casters, and yeah, good stuff, Unime.
That was Unime's 3rd highest rating on Dust2 in his entire career. Really cool to hear from him there. Vibes seem good. Seems like, I mean, they're just ecstatic, right? To come through and to upset HOTU like this, you got to be buzzing.
You have to be. You have to be, especially when expectations would have been just to get out the group. But to then beat HOTU, and as Unime says, like, that's the best team he's taken down in his career. That's going to give you a world of confidence. What a time to bring that out as well. We're in a group stage at LAN. We can take a look at the schedule now because it is updating. We are working our way through Group A. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to X-Clan as they were eliminated against EAC on the B stream. HOTU dropped down into the decider game. It is a day full of HOTU here on stream A, and for them, they are hoping that they can beat EAC. But they've got Fessor, who's been looking incredibly good.
Yeah, honestly, it might be a little bit tougher than you expect, especially with the way G2 Ares dispatched them. I'm actually really worried for HOTU. That would be unbelievable if they couldn't make it out of the group, but I'm sure they'll reset after this and we'll get a great competition. Our final match of the day will be EAC versus HOTU. That's coming up after this.